Hey, thank you for coming by Tory Magoo 44. Today is the 19th of September, 2016. Time's rolling on. I mean, it seems like yesterday it was January 1st, and I just fallen off of my porch. Now my ankle is healed, so that's wonderful. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys today about something having to do with L. Ron Hubbard originally saying the original overt or bad deed that one can do is make another want good MEST. Now, what is MEST? MEST is an acronym for matter, energy, space, and time. Now, what does that really mean to a Scientologist? Good cars are MEST, your house is MEST, your clothes are MEST, your jewelry is MEST. So basically, Hubbard came up with this great idea of like the biggest overt is wanting someone to need or want good MEST, right? Or just wanting them to want MEST, right? So their view is sort of like, oh, who cares about that? We're going free, right? And to the degree they get, some people still have a nice house or a nice car, but a lot of people don't because they have given most of their money to L. Ron Hubbard and now the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige. And I can't tell you enough how false that is. First of all, Hubbard originally said an operating thetan, which is, you've got clear Dianetics, then clear, then way up here is the OT levels. And those are the people, if when you finish it, you're supposed to be cause over matter, energy, space, and time, or MEST. But if that were true, they should be able to be handling a lot of things that they don't. I brought this up to them when I was in, I've mentioned it before. What about the homeless? What are we at the time I was in Scientology, what are we Scientologists doing to help the homeless? Nothing. Their answer, we'll have to get them next lifetime. They're downstats. Scientology just makes the able more able. That's easy. So you got money? Come on in. We're interested in you. You don't have money? Sorry, we'll get you next lifetime. And that's honestly how they feel. So if you are not one of the wealthy, 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 don't waste your time in Scientology because even though it starts out very nominal, it rapidly gets into higher numbers. And believe me on this, you are expected to pay. You can't pay, they'll get it from your parents, your aunt, your uncles, your mother, your father, your sons, your grandfathers. It doesn't matter. You have to get it. They'll help you start a business so that you're making money. But where does the money go? To them, right? Every time. That's how it goes. And for the people that do have a lot of money, I say this all the time because they do have what we call whales, people that are donating these enormous amounts of millions of dollars. It's like, fine, you want a tax write-off, don't use Scientology. They're not helping anyone. I don't care what they tell you. Go look around the internet and talk to we who have been in it for 30, 40 years, okay, and learn the facts about what they do. The truth is they really don't help anybody unless it's going to give them good PR. So find a good charity that you really know goes out and helps people and give them your money because honestly, it's just down the drain. I mean, it's awful. It's just awful how little they do for people and how much they, David Miscavige has wonderful MEST. Okay, so just think about that. He's got his brand new motorcycle and his brand new house and this and that around the world and yada yada yada. Okay, if that's the biggest overt, hello, you're pretty bad on that, Miscavige. You're definitely not the definition of what Hubbard was talking about. Or I guess you are the definition of it. But the point is, you know, everyone, once you get out, you realize, hey, it's nice to have a nice house. It's good to have a nice car. It's nice to have nice clothes. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. And I know even Scientologists hearing this like, oh, that's not what we were talking about. Yes, it is. Go look around. Go look around at the people and you will see. It was the beginning of my waking up. One of the other things of my waking up was they're always like, we're the top 10% of the planet. And I started thinking, okay, I started reading self-improvement books from the bookstore and libraries and things like that. And a lot of amazing, wonderful truths are in these books that are much cheaper than Scientology and more effective. And I started thinking, now wait a minute, let's think of every great person I can think of. Mozart, Beethoven, and I know Scientology, they're going to laugh and say, oh, she said it wrong. See, you have to concentrate on the negative. They're so negative. It's unbelievable when they pitch positiveness. But think of, all the great philosophers, educators, writers, artists, musicians. Are any of them Scientologists? No. And that started me really thinking about it, because that they do kind of, as you get higher up, the less you think. And that's a whole nother story. But it's designed that way. And it's really, really insidious and it really doesn't work. So I say to people all the time, type in Scientology and read both sides and ask yourself this. This is checkmate. Why can't they say read both sides, look at both sides? And why do they have to say these shit about me, flat out lies? Why? Or other ex-Scientologists. The reason why, because they know if you listen to us, if you learn from us, if you learn one thing from me, you might walk out the door. So that's why they have to say, no, no, don't read the internet. It's all a bunch of lies. How could the whole internet be a bunch of lies? It isn't. There's millions of people on the internet that have nothing to do with Scientology, that are telling truths and facts and information. So, and you can do research. You can look at both sides. You can balance them out and see for yourself. But the very fact that every ex-Scientologist, every critic, every never-in, anonymous, every one of us can say, look at both sides. Learn both sides, make up your own mind. Because we know if you learn both sides, there's no way you're going to walk in that door and give them a dime. Don't give them your address. Don't give them your phone number, because you will never, ever get off their mailing list. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. To everyone that's out, I congratulate you. I love you. And pretty soon, I think it's another day. Right? No, it's a few more days, but very soon it's going to be fall, October. So for everyone that's in the fall area, please pick some leaves from me. I love fall. Anyway, I love you guys. I thank you and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.